Hello friends, welcome to the Happy Homemaker. I am here to talk to you today about consistency as a homemaker. And I have my tea. You saw me making it. This is green tea. It's one of the most wonderful drinks that you can make for yourself. It's very healthy. This is matcha green tea with turmeric and ginger, and it's delicious. I put some apple cider vinegar in it as well. So I'm actually fasting today. I am trying really hard to lose weight. So I'm fasting today, and this is my lunch basically. I didn't have any breakfast, and I will go until dinner time. I'm trying to do one meal a day, so we'll see how that goes. But we'll check out my hair here. I got curls today, so very different. If you watched my last video from last week, my hair was very straight. So I wanted to do something different for this video. And I'm in my guest room, if you can see it here. And this is a room that my husband uses every day. He takes a nap every afternoon. He's retired, by the way. He's not slacking off on the job or anything. So just a minute. My throat's kind of raspy. So what he did was he retired at the age of 48. He used to be in banking. He was an executive for a trust department in New England. So he did really well, retired at the age of 48, doesn't want to work anymore. We moved to Florida after that because that's what you do when you retire, you move to Florida. So we decided to move here, and this is a great house. This is a smallish room, but it fits the bill. It works for what we want it to work for. My mother stays here when she visits, so it's a great little place to have. And this is a full-size bed, but I'm always trying to remember to change the sheets because I don't change it on my usual sheet changing day. So that's something I'm trying to incorporate. And it's a lot easier when you get into a routine. So that brings me to what we should talk about today. Consistency as a homemaker. It's very difficult to get into a way of living where you know what you're going to be doing every day. Now, I know a lot of people like to be dynamic and they don't like to do the same thing every day. I don't think that works in homemaking, unfortunately, because it's very hard to do homemaking as it comes on, as the needs happen. Because I don't know about you, but I'm not going to remember today if I did or didn't do something last week or 2 weeks ago. So what I do is I have a set routine. So that brings me to the first point, reasons why you're not consistent as a homemaker. Number one is you don't have a routine. So what I do is I have a set routine. Every Monday I clean my my son's bathroom. So every morning I do that, and he does that himself, kind of like just wiping it down as he goes along. I haven't yet stopped to teach him this is how you clean a bathroom, but that is coming by the end of the month because he's going to be on his own in the fall and he's going to have to clean the bathroom. So that's one thing. But I know that every Monday I clean his bathroom, and I break up the chores for every day of the week. I only clean Monday through Friday to do my weekly cleaning, and on weekends I do the daily maintenance. So what does that look like? So on Mondays, I clean his bathroom. On Tuesday, I do just the light maintenance for the day, which includes making all the beds, unloading the dishwasher, doing the breakfast dishes, doing the lunch dishes. And then at night, my son does the dinner dishes. So those are things that are done daily. But you need to do you need to know what you're going to accomplish every day, and you need to actually do them. So if you have a plan of things that you do daily, of things that you do weekly, you can also plan for those seasonal chores that are so difficult to schedule. So you need to be firm when you're making your plan. Okay, I know that every Wednesday I'm going to wash my towels and my whites. That's what I do. I only have white towels. So when I'm doing a load of towels every Wednesday, I throw in the whites. Whites are our smallest load for certain. It's the smallest one that we have, so that can be can go in with the towels. So that's what I do every Wednesday. But I have a cleaning schedule for weekly chores that need to be done every week. I have a daily schedule for daily chores that need to be done every day. And I have a laundry schedule as well. So I know that I do darks and colors every Monday and every Thursday. So if you put in a load of laundry every morning, you know that that's going to be done and put away by the end of the day. But that's about keeping yourself organized like that. Tomorrow, when laundry time comes, you don't have anything to worry about because you finished yesterday's laundry yesterday and everything is put away and ready to go. So if you're lacking a routine, that makes it very difficult. So one of the other things that you don't have, I think, you haven't created habits. And that's point number 2. Create habits so that you can automate your homemaking. And that's the thing. If you want a house that cleans itself, you can have that. But you're going to be doing the work, but it's not going to feel like work because it's so very much a part of who you are and what you do. It's like brushing your teeth. You don't think of brushing your teeth as work because you've been doing it ever since you were a baby. So, that doesn't hit you as, oh my gosh, I have so much to do today. And you can have that with homemaking chores. And you have to carve out the time in your schedule to come up with those habits. And one of the things you need to think about is, what are your days like during the week? What do you need to stay away from? For example, I do all of my vacuuming and mopping on the same day every Thursday because that's a slower day for me. And I know that's going to take me a lot of time to vacuum all of the tile and to mop all of the tile. So I'm not going to schedule that on a Tuesday when I know I have an appointment every week that I have to go to. So you have to plan to create habits like that. You have to make things easier for yourself, not harder. So make sure that you have habits in place and that you're creating those habits. And I'm going to tell you how to fix this. If you're lacking habits, I'm going to tell you exactly how to create them as soon as we get there. And it's one of the reasons why you're not being consistent as a homemaker. You don't have habits in place that will help you to get your house to the point that it needs to be. So that's another thing. And then the third one is more behavioral, and it's about being led by your feelings. You wake up and you say, oh, I really should vacuum the house today. And then you feel, oh, but I don't really feel like it. And then it doesn't get done because you're being led by your feelings. Now, this is something that I had to learn a lot as a new wife. Part of my story is that I did not grow up doing anything around the house, no chores. We had people for that, and it was very difficult for me after I got married. I didn't have hired help anymore, and I had to do all of the work inside the house, and I had no idea how to organize that. And the time to actually do it was hard to come by. I actually finished college after I got married. I got transferred and finished after I got married. So I was studying full time and I needed to find that time to do it. But then the time came when I told myself I'm going to vacuum the whole house today. And it was an apartment. It was a 1-bedroom apartment when we first got married. It was all carpet. So there was a lot of carpet to vacuum. It was about 1,100 square feet, I remember, and it was all carpet except for the kitchen and the small bathroom that we had. So it took me quite a while to get that done because you don't just go over a spot once. You have to go over it and then the other way. And that's how I learned it anyway. You have to go over it one way and then the opposite way to make sure that it's really clean. So it would take a long time to get the whole thing done. And then the time would come and I would be like, no, I just studied so much today. I'm so tired. I really don't want to vacuum this whole apartment. And then it wouldn't get done because I was being led by my feelings. I would ask myself if I felt like doing that chore. That's what needs to stop. If you're being led by your feelings, they will tell you what will or won't get done. And motivation is not a good thing to follow because motivation is there today, but it's gone tomorrow. So think about it this way. When you wake up in the morning, you have a set list of things that you need to do. and you do those things regardless of how you feel. But if you're being led by your feelings, you're not going to be consistent because motivation isn't consistent. So that's going to make it very difficult for you to do that. So how do you fix this? How do you become consistent as a homemaker so that you're one of those people who have a clean house all the time? And you might be in a season of life where it's not going to be easy to have a clean house all the time. Maybe you have young kids. You know, when my son was young, we used to leave his train tracks up in the living room at all times. So my house wasn't clean. I didn't put everything away every night, but the other toys, the Legos and the smaller things that could be put away, I put those away. So there will be things that will stay out, your house will look lived in, but it will be clean. I think that's very important. There's a difference between clean and tidy. It can be less tidy, but it should be clean. That's how I see it, and that's how I do things in my house. So one of the things that you need to do to fix it is that you need to come up with a routine. Sit down and write down the minimum things that need to be done every day. And I know you've heard this 1,000 times before, but you know, open up a note on your phone, make a note of daily chores. What are you going to do when you wake up in the morning? You know, if you're waiting for your coffee to brew and in the morning, you can unload the dishwasher at that time. So try to stack these habits that you already have. That's very, very helpful. So if you know that you drink coffee every morning or tea, whatever you drink, oh, my tea, I forgot about it, then that is also the time that you unload your dishwasher so that it's ready for the day's dishes. That's what I do every morning. And then create a routine of things that need to be done weekly. Every week I clean both bathrooms. We have two bathrooms in this house. So they get cleaned once a week, and I also do some spot cleaning during the week. So maybe it's a toilet that needs to be wiped down. One thing that's very important with bathrooms, keep a set of cleaning materials inside each bathroom: a roll of paper towels, a cleanser, some bleach if you use bleach. I love bleach for bathrooms. I don't think a bathroom is clean unless there's been some bleach involved. So keep one of those in each bathroom. If you are used to having one cleaning caddy that you take to other places, I don't know about you, but I'm not gonna go all the way to the cabinet to get that every time I want to clean the bathroom. If I'm using a bathroom in the morning, I can just wipe it down. I keep those Clorox wipes inside each bathroom. I wipe down the toilet, and it's not a big cleaning with bleach and letting it soak and everything, which I do once a week, but it helps, you know, and it keeps things really clean, and it doesn't get disgusting by the end of the week. So it really helps out if you can do these mini cleanings throughout the week. But have a set chore for what you do weekly, things that need to be done. And you need to dust every week. I think that's important. I use a Swiffer. I don't do usually, except for glass, I don't do a dusting with a wet cleanser and a microfiber. So I do my Swiffer throughout the whole house, and to me that's good enough. But there are certain things that need to be wiped down with the liquid cleanser and the microfiber, and you know what those things are, and you can add those to your schedule. But there is such a thing as good enough housekeeping. I think that's something that a lot of people don't think about, and we sometimes as homemakers, or if you're a stay-at-home mom, you get into the habit of, oh, my house isn't perfect and things aren't clean enough, and what if somebody comes over to visit? You need to let that go, because a lot of people live in filth, and that's the truth. So chances are that if you're watching this video right now and you're worried about being consistent as a homemaker, your house is not that bad. And if it is, we can help you get there. So make sure that you establish a routine for things that you're going to do every day, every week, and every month as well. For example, I wash my mattress protectors every month, but that needs to be on my calendar. I'm not going to remember it. So you need to keep yourself organized that way. And then the second point, in order to fix your consistency problem, is to start small. Do not try to clean your whole house in 6 to 8 hours every Monday. I really don't think that works. There are people who prefer it that way if they are professional cleaners or something like that. They used to clean houses for a living. I can see how they would enjoy doing it that way. I break it all up because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I do a little bit on Monday, a little bit on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So all of my weekly cleaning happens within those 5 days, as well as my laundry. I don't do laundry on weekends. I refuse. So I do 1 or 2 loads every single day and I put them away. But you need to start small. Don't try to overwhelm yourself or it's not going to work. You're going to be too tired. It's going to feel like a huge weight on your shoulders. And that's not what we're here for. Your house is supposed to serve you. Remember that. Your house exists to serve you, not the other way around. So you need to remember that laundry exists to serve you and laundry exists on a spectrum. The moment you are done doing the laundry today, there will be more in the hamper and there's nothing you can do about that. It's just the nature of it. So your laundry will never be done, but there are stages of laundry. Let's think of stages. So if you're organized, you will do 1 or 2 loads of laundry a day and put that away immediately as soon as that dryer beeps. Put everything away. And even if you don't feel like it, that brings me to my next point. What do you do when you just don't feel like doing something inside your house? I have found something that works for me. It's wonderful. It's called a productivity hack, and it's a 5-minute productivity hack. When I don't feel like doing something, all I do is I say to myself, okay, you don't need to do it. Just do 5 minutes and then you're done. Sometimes I set a timer. If there's something that I really don't want to do, like scrubbing the shower floor and the shower door, that is my least favorite chore inside the house. But I tell myself I'm only going to do it for 5 minutes and I set a timer on my phone and I start scrubbing. The timer goes off. I'm not done yet because it takes more than 5 minutes to do that. And I'm like, well, now I'm going to finish. And I finished the whole thing and it got done. So that's just a little trick that I use with myself to trick myself into starting the action. If you can start the action, you probably will finish. And if not, then you've done more than you would have if you had just sat on the couch and done nothing. So that's very important to think about. Any work that you do is work that is good enough. So even if I had only cleaned the shower for 5 minutes, that would have been better than if I had done nothing. So I'm already ahead. So use this productivity hack. Think of 5 minutes, give yourself 5 minutes on a chore that you don't want to do, folding clothes, doing dishes if you don't have a dishwasher, or even if you do and the sink just collects dishes, then, sometimes it's hard to put all of that in a dishwasher and people have a hard time getting started. But if you just tell yourself, I'll do it in 5 minutes, and there are many chores that only take 5 minutes. Wiping down countertops. If you have a huge kitchen, it might take longer than 5 minutes, but for a regular sized kitchen, it takes 5 minutes to clean countertops. And if you keep your microfiber cloths in the kitchen, and you have a cleanser right there, you can just go over them and you're done 5 minutes later and your kitchen looks great. So it's very important to have these little hacks in place so that you can help yourself. And that's what we're here for, to take care of our families, to take care of our homes, but it doesn't have to be painful. That's what I want people to understand. And what I wish I had understood when I was a young wife and didn't know how to take care of my home. And I learned by consuming a lot of content from other homemakers who were further ahead than I was. So they would tell me, oh no, there is such a thing as good enough homemaking and good enough housekeeping. And I wouldn't believe it. I'm like, no, but I didn't clean that enough and it's not good enough. Let go of that feeling that you have. You are doing your best. You are trying so hard to be responsible because it comes down to responsibility. It is our responsibility as mothers to take care of our homes if you are in that situation. So of course, it takes the whole family to help you. And if I have a husband who's leaving dishes in the living room, that's not a good thing. You know, we are all responsible for how we behave in our families, and kids should be taught this from a very young age. You know, you contribute to the house that you live in, and everybody helps. But it is our job as stay-at-home moms and as homemakers to do this kind of work, the weekly cleaning, the daily cleaning. And the way that you set your house is going to be the way that your family learns how to be. For example, I have a rule that we usually don't leave dishes in the sink. They go immediately into the dishwasher, they get rinsed, and they go into the dishwasher. We don't leave them there. Sometimes if it's breakfast and I'm having my coffee, the breakfast dishes stay in there for 15-20 minutes until I unload everything and load it back up. But that's not really what usually happens. But we try not to leave dishes in the sink. And these are just small rules that you can have for yourself. And it could be like that about laundry. Maybe you have older kids who can fold and put their laundry away. So you set a time for them to do that. Okay, this needs to be done by the end of the day. And you let them choose how they do that. So you're going to need help. My son does his own laundry and has done that since he was 13. He's 15 now. So I don't have to worry about his laundry. Now he's going to learn how to clean his own bathroom, because we're not going to be here in the fall. We're going to stay at our summer place in Massachusetts. So he's going to have to take care of all that and learn how to use the vacuum to clean his own room and all of that. So, I think that as with teenagers, if you have teenagers, you have a lot of help on your hands. Inside the house and outside as well. I think it's more common for teenagers to help out outside, help out with mowing the lawn and things like that, but they can help out inside too. These are life skills they're going to need. I wish I had learned those things when I was that age. It would have made my life a lot easier after I got married. But I learned, and it took many years for me to learn it, and then it took even more years for me to enjoy it. I've been married for 22 years now, so there is hope. Don't feel discouraged. Give yourself some grace when it comes to homemaking. It is difficult, but you can automate all of these things to help you and to make your life easier, and that's what I'm here for. If you like this content, hit that subscribe button so that I know that you're enjoying it. And I hope you come back. Later, I'm going to make pasta with bacon sauce. There is a sauce that comes from Rome. It's called amatriciana, and it's a bacon and tomato sauce. Bacon, onions, tomatoes. It's delicious. That's what we're having for dinner tonight. So I'll be making that, and I'll show you how to make it. I usually don't even serve a protein with this. I just serve the pasta, and everybody loves it. Sometimes a salad, but I think I'll be making that and enjoying it tonight. I won't eat the pasta. I have low carb pasta, which I might show you as well. So I'll be eating the low carb pasta with the sauce, and it's going to be delicious. So I hope you stick around for that. Thank you for being here. And if you like this content, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps. So it's the end of the day. It's been a long day. I've been busy today. Did a lot of housework, did a lot of cooking, and somewhat baking. I made Rice Krispie treats for my son because he loves them. And I never buy cereal. We just didn't raise him eating breakfast cereal. So what happened was that I usually get pickups from Walmart, and they had a box of Rice Krispies with my groceries, which I didn't buy. But I'm like, well, now that I already have it, I got home and I saw it. I'm like, I'm just going to make something with it. So I decided to make Rice Krispie treats, and they're delicious. He loves them. My husband loves them. So I decided to make that today. It takes like 10 minutes. It's so much easier than putting a cake together or even muffins or something like that. So that's what I did today. And quite a bit of housework. I'm tired. It's the end of the day. I just finished cleaning the kitchen. My son usually does the dishes, and then I clean the countertops. I clean the stovetop. The stovetop really needed it because it was pasta sauce. You know what happens with pasta sauce. So that took a little while. I still have to vacuum, even though I'm tired. I'm gonna go just give it a once over with the vacuum. I have a cordless vacuum, so it's a lot easier to use than something corded, which I had for a very long time. I don't miss it at all. So if you're in the market for a new vacuum cleaner, make sure you get a cordless. It's one of the best things I've ever done. So I just wanted to talk to you guys and finish the video. This is going to be posted tomorrow. I usually film on Thursdays and post on Fridays. If you like this type of content, let me know. I hope you're watching. I hope you're enjoying it. I still need to do some tweaking with my cooking videos because I have to figure out camera angles and all of that. So that will be coming soon. I'm trying to educate myself and trying to make better videos so that, you know, can get an audience going and help as many people as possible. That's really what I want to do here. I want to help people who struggle like I did, whether you're a man or a woman who takes care of the house and who does everything inside the house and outside. I want to be that place where you come to get information and to organize yourself. So that's what I'm trying to do. But today is pretty much over except for my vacuuming. That's all I need to do. And then the pasta was delicious. Everybody loved it. Even my low-carb pasta was actually pretty good. I don't know what it's made of. It's called carbonara. And I got it on Amazon, but it was pretty good. I'm trying really hard to lose weight and actually do it this time. So I've been doing a mixture of fasting and low carb. So I'll keep you guys posted on that, see if I lose any weight. I'm trying not to weigh myself every day, which is really difficult. So let's see what happens. But losing weight is so difficult. I've tried everything over the years. So I've been overweight for many years. So it's very difficult, and I'm trying to get better about it and to find something that I can actually stick with that actually works. So this is what I'm going to do and give it a try, and I'll keep you guys posted on it, and hopefully it will work and you'll see the difference. But the house is clean. Everybody is tucked away where they go for the evening. We get together for a few minutes after dinner, and we've done that already. And after having dinner at the table, and we get to talk and catch up and see how everybody's days they went. So it's always that tradition in our family to make sure we take the time to do that. So it's something that I try not to skip. So but it's the end of the day. I'm gonna go relax now and spend some time with my husband, and then next week I have a video planned already. So make sure you come back, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos. If you'd like to leave a comment, that would be great too. Tell me what you think of the videos, what you think could be improved, because I'm always wanting to improve. So make sure you interact. Thanks for spending the time with me. Thank you for being here and for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next week.